Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today we're on day 46 of the 365-day trivia road trip. This is a year full of 21-question random trivia quizzes. These quizzes have 20 questions up front and then a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of this video if you need to stick around for that. Thank you guys for watching and good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. After underestimating the number of German soldiers in the area, thus making it more heavily defended than expected, and with the area being surrounded by steep cliffs that were hard to take, which invasion beach had the highest number of casualties of any of the invaded beaches on D-Day? The deadliest beach on D-Day was codenamed Omaha Beach. Question number 2. Truly Scrumptious is a fictional character played by Sally Ann Howes in what 1968 children's musical fantasy film that was based on a 1964 novel by author Ian Fleming and also starred Dick Van Dyke? Truly Scrumptious was a character from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Question number 3. What was the name of the official secret police of Nazi Germany and German-occupied Europe that eventually found and captured Anne Frank and her family, who had been hiding in a sealed annex for 2 years? The answer is the Gestapo. Question number 4. After being sold to Mercedes, Hal, and Charles, he is rescued by John Thornton. His devotion to Thornton is total. He saves Thornton's life from a drunken miner and from river rapids. What dog, stolen from California, becomes a Yukon sled dog in Jack London's The Call of the Wild? The answer is Buck. Question number 5. Ajax the Greater went mad after this man received the armor of Achilles. He was trapped by the nymph Calypso for 7 years, during which his son Telemachus searched for him. Who was this Greek figure who spent 10 years at sea trying to return to his wife Penelope? That is the story of Odysseus. Question number 6. Carly Rae Jepsen hails from the city of Mission in this Canadian province. Other singers from this province include Michael Bublé and Nelly Furtado, who was born in its capital of Victoria. What Canadian province is this? The answer is British Columbia. Question number 7. In his 1979 song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, off his Million Mile Reflections album, Charlie Daniels sings about the time when the devil bet a solid gold instrument that he can do what better than Charlie can? He bet him that he could play the fiddle better than Charlie could. Question number 8. A shorter novella-length version was published in the July 1890 issue of the American periodical Lippincott's Monthly Magazine, and the novel-length version was published in April of 1891. The Picture of Dorian Gray is a philosophical novel by what popular Irish writer? The Picture of Dorian Gray was by Oscar Wilde. Question number 9. A square yellow sponge named SpongeBob SquarePants lives in a pineapple with his pet snail Gary in the city of Bikini Bottom on the floor of the Pacific Ocean. He works as a fry cook at a restaurant with what mouth-watering name? The answer is the Krusty Krab. Question number 10. After traveling with his father, Frank Lloyd Wright, to Japan while Frank was the lead designer on the Imperial Hotel construction, John Lloyd Wright invented what popular toy and named it after an American president? He invented Lincoln Logs. Question 11. In this scientist's book, Optics, he discussed his experiments with the dispersion of light, including breaking white light into its constituent colors using a prism. What was the name of this English scientist who also formulated 3 laws of motion? The answer is Isaac Newton. Question number 12. The first theatrically released film to feature the Looney Tunes characters since Looney Tunes Back in Action in 2003. What 2021 film stars LeBron James as a fictional version of himself? Preferably the whole title of the video. It was Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. But if you just said Space Jam 2, I'll give it to you. Question number 13. One of the popular shows that aired on ABC Family included this one, centered around Kat and Bianca Stratford. What was the title of this show that was based on a 1999 film of the same name, which was in turn based on Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew? The answer is 10 Things I Hate About You. Question 14. Similar to Euler diagrams, they are named after the English mathematician who introduced them. What are these types of diagrams that are often used to show relationships between several sets? We're looking for the specific name of the diagram. I'm sure if you could see a picture of them, you would know that they are Venn diagrams. Question 15. Later lending his name to a city in the state of Nevada, who was the fur trapper and wilderness guide that encountered several periods of near starvation and extreme cold in his multiple expeditions guiding John C. Fremont across the Sierra Nevadas? The namesake of Carson City, Nevada, his name was Kit Carson. Question 16. One of these creatures, named Ladon, guarded the golden apples of the Hesperides. A Babylonian one of these creatures, known as Tiamat, was slain by Marduk. What is this type of creature that in Norse mythology had one named Fafnir that was slain for his gold? All of those creatures are dragons. Question number 17. Sandstone landforms such as the Fiery Furnace and the Organ can be found in this state's Arches National Park. the Transcontinental Railroad was officially completed in Promontory Summit? In what U.S. state whose capital city hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics? I feel like there's a lot of clues there. This one should be pretty easy. The answer is the state of Utah. Question number 18. Cassius Clay, born in Louisville, Kentucky in 1942, is widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century. By what name is this American pugilist better known? Cassius Clay is better known as Muhammad Ali. Question number 19. His parents named him after the famous beef of Kobe, Japan, which they saw on a restaurant menu. His middle name, however, was derived from his father's nickname from his former professional basketball career. What was Kobe Bryant's middle name? In his playing days, his dad was nicknamed Jelly Bean. Kobe's middle name was just Bean. Kobe Bean Bryant. Question 20. What was the name of the legendary stage and film actor known as the King of Hollywood, who was most remembered for his role as Rhett Butler in 1939's Gone with the Wind? What was the name of the actor? The answer is Clark Gable. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of ROADTRIpVIA, and thank you for watching yesterday. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and we had an unusual uptick on the amount of viewers that watched the channel. It was just a random Tuesday, so I can't think of any other reason other than there must have been couples that were playing trivia on their Valentine's Day date, and that means you guys are my type of people playing trivia on Valentine's Day. I love it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you want some more non-Valentine's Day trivia, we've got new trivia quizzes every day of the year. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for today's trivia quiz. In 1969, the Department of the Treasury announced that the $500, $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 bills would be discontinued immediately due to lack of use. Although they were issued in the 60s, the $10,000 bills were last printed in what year? What was the last year in America that the $10,000 bills were printed? The answer is 1945. So whichever player got closest wins that point, and if it was a tie, they win the match. Congratulations. See you tomorrow.